And then here I forgot when I had you on here for the last video that I meant to tell you that, you know, how I didn't go to the big hospital, even though the police were wanting to call an ambulance and that. And so I ended up going to the local hospital, and I'm not thrilled with them. I'm really not. I've not had any confidence in them in a long time because of how they treated my mom, and I believe they killed my mom. And I have no proof because when I tried to get the information that I needed for my insurance, they took forever, kept him hawing around. Oh, the doctor was taking care of things. Yeah, I'm sure the doctor was taking care of things. After, I don't even know, it was weeks or months, I finally said forget it to Josh because I said they're changing it. You know, it's not going to do me any good. So they ended up by doing this. They screwed me out of, we were supposed to get $52,000 in a life insurance policy that my mom had, but it wouldn't pay out without my paperwork. So didn't get that. And over the years, I've heard bad things about this hospital, and nobody seems to have any faith in it. Everybody's had bad experiences, myself included. And like I said, I really believe that they killed my mom. But it's funny that no matter who I talk to, I've had one person out of everybody that said, well, they heard of somebody that had a good experience there. It's like, yeah, good. That's great for them. Josh said, a broken clock is what is it? Broken clock is good twice a day anyway, or something like that. They had to be right sooner or later, kind of a thing. But everybody else is like, as soon as they find out that I went there, it's like, there's your problem. We were at somebody's house the other day, and I was telling her, and she said, there's your problem. You went there. So I don't know that I would ever go there again. I thought maybe because it had, a whole different staff from back when my mom was there and stuff, that it would be different people and it would be better. But obviously not when the doctor tells me, well, that's not important. Don't worry about it. About my pain, which ended up being a huge problem. I don't know what they could have done if they had known that it was a pancreas, but at least we would have known and could have been on the lookout, and maybe something could have been done. I don't know. Probably will never know. But, yeah, it's kind of funny, and yet it's not a funny ha-ha because of the fact that everybody says there's your problem. That's why you have these issues going on, because they didn't do their job right, So I think part of me, I'm having trouble getting rides to go to the doctor at the big area. And our van actually has almost 400,000 miles on it, plus the gas to go and everything. It's like, really can't do it. But part of me would like to just have where I got my doctors here in town, even though I'm not confident in how they are. But it'd be so much easier to access them to go for appointments. And Josh always says, no, you need to stick with going to Saginaw. It's like, okay. But luckily, I texted with a friend today, and she's saying that she can help me out so we can get to the doctor and get that taken care of, because the insurance company's refusing to pay out anything until the doctor fills out certain paperwork, which they didn't tell me for a long time about that. And with us facing possibly losing our home for the property taxes that were past due, and I couldn't afford to pay anything on them. I had where a relative had given a little bit of money for Christmas, and I had been told that in circumstances like this, that would probably just be able to get away with just paying the garbage pickup, and that it was, I forget exactly, I think it was like 138 of a year or something like that, and I would have had enough. I could have just went ahead and paid it that day, but this was a different person in there. And he's like, no, that I had to go through other means. And so he's got me, I got to check out some program that hopefully they would help me But this woman that I talked to the other day that said, there's your problem, she had told me that I should be able to talk to the county clerk, and she should be able to help me out because of my situation. And so I'm hoping one way or another that we can get the help we need so we can save our home, because it's really stressful being like this anyway. And then to be stressing because the insurance company hasn't even paid for my car yet. She totaled my car and they still ain't even paid for that. And I understand they're saying, oh, they got to have the doctor fill out this paperwork. Okay, well, it'd been nice if you had told me that right away, because then I could have had it done a long time ago. But my car has nothing to do with the doctor. My car is totaled because she hit it. And for us just to get the cosmetic things fixed on it, we had taken it shortly after she T-boned us, and the quote was like $5,000, $6,000 or something. And so it's like, why can't you just go ahead and pay for my car? You've got the quote. You've had the quote for months. I'm not even sure how long exactly, but they're refusing to pay until the doctor, okay, that's fine. That's for me. And I've even talked to the regular company and they're screwing me over too. So I wouldn't recommend that company at all. I've been having some really bad experiences with insurance companies. I had one that I was a customer of theirs for a long time. Very happy with them. And then all of a sudden, I had made my payment, but they had changed something in their system, and lo and behold, it was saying that I hadn't paid. I went in there to get it straightened out, and the worker's like, well, I know you pay on time. And she's like, yeah, you paid already. So she fixed it. Well, it kept doing it, and then it kicked me off and said that I had no insurance when I'd been making my payments. So I moved from them to somebody else, and not happy with them either. They gave me a decent deal the first month, and then they upped the rate. They said, oh, it's just a little charge that things had changed through the state, and so it was just a little charge they added. Well, it's like, that's not a little charge when it basically doubled my payment. I was paying over $200 a month for PLMPD when I hadn't been in any accidents, no tickets, no nothing. And so as soon as I was able to get out of them, I went to this other company, which I was happy with them until the woman T-boned us and they screwed me over and they still ain't paying. So I found another insurance company, and knock on wood, I'm happy with them. And hopefully I stay happy with them. Although there was a bad thing with them already, that I had, Sam was my insurance agent, and lo and behold, all of a sudden she was supposed to take care of something for me and she didn't, and lo and behold, it was because they had fired her for some reason. They didn't say why, and I kept fussing at the insurance company, trying to get them to contact me, and they finally did, and it's finally straightened out basically. But it's just the whole idea that it's just odd that they fired her right after, I've been so happy with her for a while. And so, but hopefully I can stay happy with them and stick with them, and everything will be good. My payment is less than half of what it was at this last place, and it was like about half or less than half of what it was at the other place. So I don't know. I got a thing in the email today, and it was saying that they have rates as low as $19 per month for full coverage. And I'm like, I don't know about that. Might check it out, but I don't know about that. All right. Anyway, so there, I updated you on that, and so we'll talk to you later. Bye.